Hello fellow YouTubers, this is Directly here with my third video. This topic is about vampire and werewolf books and movies that I find that are better than the Twilight series. No offense to Twilight fans and the author, it's just that, like I said, I started watching horror movies at a young age and I just find all chick flick stuff trash. So yeah, that plus the werewolves to me are just giant wolves and they seem like shapeshifters and vampires don't sparkle. That just doesn't make any sense. Okay, now as to the books and movies and whatnot, werewolves, um, dog soldiers, which played on Chiller this morning, you don't really see them till like when it's tilts near the time of the end movie, and like at the end when they have pictures up of what the werewolves look like, but they definitely look like actual werewolves. So yeah, and they transform only during the full moon. So yeah, pretty cool. And so yeah. Oh, that's when I started watching horror movies. I did as a kid. I didn't just watch Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, and Disney Channel. I also watched Sci-Fi. The Sci-Fi Channel doesn't just show science fiction programs. So while I say that was 7 or 8, there is a slightly good chance that I started before then, but I'm definitely going with 7 or 8 as a different solid number. Um, a vampire novel, or the Vampire Cases, which is vampire novel series and romance, but there's definitely actual vampire characteristics in these vampires. Alexander Sterling and his family, the Strand family, are all vampires. And he's dating a human who actually knows he's a vampire. And her name is Raven. And while I read up to the fifth book, I'd have to like TV again just to get a refresher of memory, and then like finish to read all the way up to the 8th one. Just to finish the series. But yeah, one of the books, the Alexander's father and mother come over to visit, and her, Alexander Stone's mother, and Raven go out during the daytime to like make a quest or something like that. Now, while I say that they do die in the sunlight and they are allergic to garlic, the only reason why Mrs. Sterling is able to actually go into the sunlight is because she's wearing like from head or neck to toe in black. She's basically all covered. She also has a parasol. For those of you who don't know what it is, it's basically an umbrella that was used in the old days, but it was like you put it over top like a normal umbrella, except that it was to shade people from the sunlight. So yeah, but she had the black parasol, and she was like, she didn't die, so because she was basically covered in the sun got on her. So yeah, Vampire Knight, which is a manga and anime. While these vampires don't die in the daylight, while they do have other powers, not just a select few, but all of them have extra powers. This is actually a caste system. I don't know what the exact order is, but purebloods, which means that they haven't mixed with any humans, because these vampires are able to reproduce, is like purebloods are at the top, and there's so very few of them, and but there's others like half-blood vampires, possibly quarters, I don't know. There's also nobles and all aristocratic, but it's totally different from Twilight. Well, like I said, it's totally different from Twilight. Like I said, like all of them don't die during the sunlight. All of them do have powers, and there is definitely a caste system. And lots of romance. Not really romance kind of stuff, but it's pretty good story. But yeah, definitely better than Twilight. The Last Werewolf, which is a book that I have and read. It's not really for little kids, because of some adult situations. And the only reason I say adults because I'm well aware that little kids could see this video when they get on when they get on YouTube. So I'm just being cautious. There's certain adult situations that happens in the book. Like even in the first chapter, there's that situation. And it does have a sad ending, but it's actually a pretty good book. And definitely, and they only transform during the these werewolves transform during the full moon, and there's actually are vampires, which I'm pretty sure die in sunlight. I don't remember. It's been a while since I read the book, but I'm pretty sure they do. But yeah. So yeah. Harry Potter. For those of you who read the books and seen the movies, the third one, if you've seen the third movie, it definitely clears up what the werewolves look like. They're lean and wiry, not really muscly, and they hunch over, you know. And they only come out during the full moons. Like this one vampire, like the whole entire series I know of, that's like in the sixth movie and book called Seguini. Pretty sure they also die in sunlight. So, yeah. Um, Underworld series. I've seen the first three, but I've yet to see the fourth. The vampires definitely die in sunlight. Not sure about the other things like garlic and crosses and whatnot. Um, Werewolves. These werewolves are called lycans, and yes, they can actually transform at will without full moon and whatnot. Well, like, yeah, they can actually transform well. They actually look like werewolves, and they're pretty cool. But yeah, they're called lycans. Um, so yeah, and there's like each has a separate bullet that is their weakness. For the vampires, their weakness is the UV bullet, which is like sunlight, um, that has the same efficiency of sunlight. And werewolves or lycans, as they're called, um, the bullet, what's in the bullet is silver or silver nitrate. I think it's silver nitrate. It's been a while since I've seen these. But yeah, they definitely have those weaknesses. And like I said, even though these werewolves slash lycans can transform at will, they actually look like real werewolves and not just giant wolves. Um, what else do I want to say? Oh yeah, back to Harry Potter. In case you haven't noticed, and big spoiler here, because I went to look up Cedric Diggory because I forgot who he was and all on Google Image. One of the pictures up there on there was picture of Edward Cullen next to Cedric Diggory. The guy who plays Cedric Diggory also plays Edward Cullen in Twilight. You only see Cedric Diggory in the third movie with that Gryffindor and Hufflepuff Quidditch game, and in the fourth one where he's a Triwizard Tournament champion, and spoiler, he dies. But the thing is that it said in it had typed on the pictures that a picture Cedric Diggory died only just to become a sparkling vampire or something along those lines. So yeah, I can't really remember what much. Oh yeah, 30 Days a Night. 30 Days a Night and sequel 30 Days a Night Dark Days are pretty awesome. It's a vampire movie. And the reason why the first one, even though the second one is called 30 Days a Night, the first one takes place in Alaska where there's a month of night or a month of darkness. Basically, in the beginning, there's just people getting ready to like leave and get settled and whatnot, and get everything prepared for the month. Because some people are leaving Alaska for the month, and some are staying. And when the I'm not gonna go into too much detail because I don't want to spoil it for you all that much. But when night falls, first night falls of the dark month, the vampires come out. Now these vampires look wicked. They don't look like you really haven't seen any vampires that look like these. Trust me. Their eyes are slanted and they're pitch black. Their teeth, all of them are sharp, and they're like they're pretty pale, like white pale. And there's even like a little girl in the first one whose hair's up in pigtails. She has blood over her mouth. I would show you a picture of her and of the other vampires, even from the ones in the second one, even though that one doesn't take place in Alaska, but they all have the same characteristics. The vampires all have the same characteristics. It's actually pretty cool, but I would have pictures of the little girl vampire and all the other vampires, except for the fact that one, I don't know how to, and two, I'm just being, call me paranoid and whatnot, but like I said earlier, I'm well aware of the fact that little kids could go on YouTube and actually see my videos, and they're just not really kid friendly, especially the one with the little girl. So yeah. Oh man, I've had to restart this. I had to remake this video like a couple of times, so don't remember much of what I was wanting to talk about. So yeah, that might be it. Oh man, that bites. I can't remember much. um. So yeah, that's pretty much the reason why those books and movies are better than Twilight. Like I said earlier, I started watching horror movies when I was a kid, so I definitely don't like chick flicks. And since I've seen vampire werewolf movies before Twilight, and definitely before I even knew Twilight existed, even as a book, I'm definitely gonna go with that. The Twilight stuff is trash. Again, no offense to the author of the series and the fans, but like I said earlier, I started watching horror movies when I was a kid, so Twilight is trash to me, and just like all the other chick flicks, total trash. I think that's it for now. Oh, also, for those of you who have seen my second video, my Pokemon gym, I forgot to leave out some details. I added something to the description. But the gym, the forest, it's gonna be like a maze, and I forgot when I checked it out. For Houndoom's fire immunity, it actually depends on its ability if it's immune to fire attacks. So yeah, just quick side note on that. Yeah, check out my Pokemon Gym, my second video, and then my other video, my first one, which is my introduction, just basically giving you some basic info about me. Um, so yeah, I think that's it. Didn't really write a script this time. I usually write scripts because I have a memory problem. It helps me get things organized from here. But yeah, I think that's it. So yeah, until next time, my fellow YouTubers, this is Dark Lugia signing off.